So it's 1 year on, and it's a beautiful day. So I thought maybe it's time for another video to give an update on how the plot's doing. First thing in this year were the potatoes. So we've got 2 rows here, and they're looking fine. They're looking pretty good. The nearest row went in first. The second row went in a couple of weeks later, rapidly catching up. Next to them, the runner beans. So these are, well, half of them are homegrown from last crop seeds, and the other half are from the nursery. So they're okay-ish. Just about starting to grow up the canes, but not a huge amount of growth. I was more impressed with my cane tying this year, so hopefully it won't flop like it did last year. And then if you remember, the grass that covered this entire site last year, this time, had quite a few strawberry plants, straggly strawberry plants amongst the grass. So I carefully pulled them out and recycled them and planted a couple of rows here. And a lot of them are doing pretty well. And I'm pretty impressed. So for the very beginning of June, we've already got a fair few green strawberries forming, but the highlight has to be this little beauty here. So that one's got my name on, and that one won't be surviving today. So that's the strawberries, and then there's some raspberry canes. So I don't think we'll have any fruit off of them this year, but fingers crossed next year. Plus those few, I think they're strawberries, they're raspberries there, were also recycled from the plot when I arrived, and they're actually, I've just spotted, there are some raspberries forming already, so might get a couple to eat off of those this year. And then the best growing individual plant has got to be this mint, and it's got a fantastic aroma from it that you smell just as you walk past. I haven't actually started picking it yet, so might take a bunch home tonight and have some mint tea. So we've got a couple of rhubarb plants, that one and this sorry site here. I don't know whether that one will survive. This one, it's not doing too bad for an early plant, but again I don't think I'll have any crop off of that one this year. So that's at the end of the strawberry rows. So these onion sets only went in 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I wasn't sure how well they'd do. I thought it might be a bit late, but actually they're coming on okay. So hopefully they'll keep going, and they'll be getting larger and get a good crop of onions by the end of the year. So the undergrowth really does keep growing, so you've really got to keep on it to keep it back. This was completely overgrown a week ago, but really set to it and cleared some space, particularly around the compost bin over there. And then next to the mint, I've got 3 gooseberry plants, and I only just spotted today that we've got gooseberries. So we'll have to look up online what the hell you do with those. But there's actually quite a few on that one bush, and I just spotted there's at least one on this little bush down here. So again, we might have a little punnet worth of gooseberries at some time, so looking forward to eating those. And what I've just put in today is these tomato plants. So these are all grown from seed in pots on the kitchen windowsill. Just put them in today. They are a little bit straggly. Give them a good water. So fingers crossed they'll take hold and the slugs won't like them. Slugs didn't eat them last year, so fingers crossed. And a bit more cane tying to support the tomatoes. If you remember, I had a pretty good crop last year, so hoping to get the same this year. And so here goes. I'm not going to leave this beauty for the slugs. So, my first strawberry of the year. Looks perfect. Wow. And I gotta say, that tasted perfect as well.